The Thunder Spear from Attack on Titan. An iconic weapon, versatile and powerful, yet also so dangerous. I always thought it was a shame that AottgRC did not have the ability to swap weapons mid-game. As a matter of fact, even some Roblox Attack on Titan fan game don't allow you to swap weapons. So, I decided to make this a reality. It took me multiple months to write a stupid amount of codes, and I had to become a hacker man so that the code actually worked. Before I dive into explaining how to access a new weapon or a new feature, I have two changes I'll also like to tell you as well that is included in this update. First one is that you can now see the discarded blades of other players, and you can also make a huge mess with them, so have fun. The second one is that the Blinding Titan should now emit a sound of pain for all players. This was a bug in version 3 where only the master client could actually hear the Titan screaming. Alright, back to Thunder Spears. Here is how you can use it. As the master client, you want to write /spawn depot to spawn a supply station. You'll note it is the correct one as it has Thunder Spear models on its side. As you get closer, a prompt will appear on your screen telling you which button to press to equip the Thunder Spear. Note that this button corresponds to the Spectate Live keybind. Note that you can also pick up Thunder Spears from refill kits. After your character equips the Thunder Spears, you will see that your blades are gone and that the Thunder Spears are on your arms. To swap to blades, you just need to press the reload button. It should be R on default, although you could have bound it to something else. To swap from blades to Thunder Spears, you will see a pop-up at the bottom of your screen, and this will only happen if you are grounded and immobile. Note that being on your horse is not considered grounded by the game. You can store Thunder Spears on your back even if you only shot one of them. And if you only shot none of them, you'll see that you have 2 Thunder Spears on your back. To fire the Thunder Spears, you just need to press your special attack button. After you are done shooting both Thunder Spears, you need to switch back to your blades. To switch back to your blades, just press the reload button. Do note that I've included a special mechanic that happens if you get caught in explosion of the Thunder Spears. Although I'm going to leave that for you to discover. There are some known bugs of this build that my internal testers discovered. The first known bug is that if you put a space behind the /spawn depot command, the game just kicks you out for whatever reason. I don't know why that happens. Also, if you pick up Thunder Spears and you're clipping through another player, one of the player can have its camera broken. But the fix is very easy. You just put the Thunder Spears on your back, aka you press R, and you should be fine. Now, onto some community announcement.
Huh?
I am getting a ton of comments about making the Discord server. I was a bit reluctant at first because I think it's going to take time away from me developing the mod, but now that I think about it, I think it's also important to have a server where you can find other players dedicated to this mod as well. Now, it's mainly going to be used for matchmaking. You can find a link to join in the description of the video. The second announcement I'd like to make is related to the future of this mod development. I'm getting closer and closer to the limit of what modding with the assets provided by the RC mod and the base AottgRC game is able to offer. The next version, so version 5 of my mod, will be basically the maximum what I'm able to achieve with only the code, animation models, and assets that are already available. When I started this mod development journey, I never thought I would be able to accomplish the pretty complex task of weapon swapping in AottgRC. And given the fact that this is the first video of mine that's reached over 1,000 views in less than 10 days. This is telling me that these type of major updates, mechanic changes, are things that people really want for this game. And this is great news, as this is giving me hope that we'll be able to expand AottgRC to cover content from Season 4. And if this was possible, and you guys were willing to let me mod content from Season 4, it'll be the greatest honor that I could ever have. Now, the challenge with the future development of the content from Season 4 is that it goes way beyond what Fang was able to prepare initially. So developing the new content and covering the content of the last season will require new models, new assets, new animation, definitely new code. And all of these will require money if you want these resources to be done in a reasonable time frame and made with quality. And I think that maybe a best way to do so will be to hire experienced Fiverr artists to do some of the animations and model some of the elements and making sure that everything runs well on a very outdated engine. Unity 4 is very, very old. I think it came out in like 2012 or something. The community has been very resourceful in creating their own custom assets for the new content, and despite the fact that we've been pretty limited in what we can do. But the challenging part about all of these assets made by the community is that they really have a code in them that allow for dynamic interaction with the player, so they kind of feel very stiff as a result. And I already had a conversation with Lethrun, so if I recall correctly, he's the guy who kind of oversees AottgRC and also makes sure that the multiplayer servers run for AottgRC, and he was very chill with the idea of me opening a Patreon to help with the development of my mod. Now, I want to extend this question to you. If I were to open a Patreon to continue the development of my mod so we can actually get access to Season 4 content fairly quickly and effectively, would you support it? In other words, subscribe to it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Now, this is all the announcement for the community, so now let's move on to how to install the content for version 4. So just kind of a reminder, if it's your first time watching my mod, you need to have version 1 to run version 4. The link to download these content is in the description as always. If it's your first time here, you know what? Thanks for checking my mod out. I hope you enjoy it, alright? Now here's a video guide of how to move the documents and install version 4. It's the exact same steps as version 3, so if you already have the previous version, it should be very quickly for you. That being said, this is Prolonpo, and I'll be signing out for now. See ya later.